So in previous videos, I have discussed Emotion Array as a potential source of income for music producers, and I just wanted to give a quick update video on how it's been going for me as a music producer, someone who's creating stock licensing content and uploading onto Emotion Array, how much I've been earning, what's the downloads been like, is it worth it? Well, hopefully by watching this video to the end, you will be able to come to that conclusion for yourself, as I feel like the most transparent way to talk about these sorts of things and actually make a video that's helpful to you as a music maker and someone who wants to make money with your music. It's all about helping you come to your own decision. I feel like that's the best way to learn and decide if this is something for you going forward. So I'm going to be completely honest of my experience, how I felt about it, and I'm also going to show you all the data, which is what we're going to start with. So after we've looked through all the data, I'll give you a full rundown of my final thoughts and some suggestions I think you should make if this is something you want to do. So firstly, let's start by looking at the Emotion Array profile. So this is my profile here. It's, it's pretty simple, pretty standard really. You'll get one of these when you sign up to Emotion Array as well. Now the quick thing I'd say about Emotion Array is to get onto Emotion Array, you have to submit 5 works or 5 tracks, instrumentals, whatever you want to call it, and once you get one accepted, you are on Emotion Array. But it's one of them sites where you do have to apply to be on this site. You can't just sign up and be straight on it as you go. And the bad news is Emotion Array has started to get a lot stricter on the sort of content that you can upload and what its standards are. So you may have this massive bank of catalog, but only a certain percentage of them might actually get accepted if they're any good, and even good submissions get rejected as well. This is something I'm going to touch on later in the video. But I've uploaded 43 tracks to date. All of them are here. I've got 14 followers. This doesn't mean a lot really, to be honest. The things that really matter about is the statistics inside. So this is what the kind of dashboard looks like. These are tracks that I've actually got pending review at the moment. I've got 3, and if I'm being honest, probably I'll be lucky if one of them does actually get in. It's not the end of the world. These are beats that I actually upload onto my beat store as well, and I'm just trying to expand the potential income of my beats, so I upload them onto here as well. And it's worked really well for me in the past. I have had some beats accepted onto here. I've only started doing it recently before I uploaded songs onto there, but because I haven't been making as many songs with vocals, I've been uploading instrumentals for now. So no matter what sort of niche you are as a music maker, definitely there will be interest in your product and what you have to offer to Emotion Array. I guarantee Emotion Array will set some of your stuff, so don't at the moment are making very much sound like Emotion Array are very strict. They are now to a degree, but again, it's definitely possible as long as the music's good sonically. There is always a market for something. Emotion Array will accept work. So looking at the earnings, now it's a new month, so at the moment it says estimated earnings 0, because this has a very weird way of paying out earnings to artists, and I'll explain this in a second. But all-time earnings is $418. I've been on Emotion Array now for a year, and in that time I've had 43 instrumentals or songs, whatever you want to call them, accepted. I've had 1,870 downloads of them 43 tracks I've uploaded, and again we've earned $418 as a result, which, it all adds up. And this is a great extra income because every single one of these tracks which has been uploaded has previously been purposed for something else. So this is just an extra $418. That's how I see it, which is fantastic from this point of view as a stock music licensing earner. And this last month we earned $12, and I had 2 assets approved. Now, the one thing I'll say about Emotion Array is you really do have to be consistent on here to be able to get a consistent income, because the first couple months I was on Emotion Array, I was uploading, 10s or 20s, about that many tracks, and about 50% of them have been accepted. So I probably had about 25 of my assets, as they call them, uploaded in the first couple months have been on Emotion Array. And that consistency of uploading, because they get ranked closer to the top when you first upload, it meant I was earning more. But when I went through a period of about 6 months where I didn't upload at all on Emotion Array, I literally earned less than $10, $20 every single month, meaning I could have probably earned more if I got the loading, but I didn't have the assets and I was focusing on other projects. So last month I earned $12. Now, how do you actually get paid? Well, there's actually a royalty ranking system or level system. So every X amount of downloads that you get, your percentage of royalty earnings goes up. So 0 to 20 downloads, as you can see here, it's the start of a new month. So this started yesterday. So it's 6 downloads so far. So when I get to 20, I'll go up to level 2. And I'll get 15% royalty earnings. And as you see, the more free downloads you get, it goes up and up and up, which if you get to the top tier, when you get 4,000, you get 40% royalty earnings. So you can earn a lot of money a month. You just got to get enough downloads a month. And I've never had a month with more than 100 downloads, with more than 500 downloads. I got to level 4 once with this 25% royalty. And then that's when I was knocking around the $100 a month range. So it is possible, but the one thing I will say is, if you want to be earning over $100 a month at least on Emotion Array, I advise that you are uploading at least 20 to 30 works a month, like uploading every single day, because then you're going to be getting probably about 20 to 25% of your stuff accepted onto Motion Array, meaning that, you know, you're going to have to be in it for the long haul. You're going to have to be really trying to push to get them free downloads and getting as much new content up consistently on there, because the second you stop uploading consistency, your income basically drops. So then you got to ask if this is something you feel like you would do full time, because again, you're probably going to only be earning $100 a month unless you're uploading multiple times a day. Now, if you're someone who wants to make stock music full time and you want to upload, let's say 10 items a day, then this could be perfect for you and you could really do a lot better than I have. And because when I do this video, I'm not saying you're not going to earn $100. You could very well do better than me on this. I'm just giving my honest opinion or the impression I've got of it. Now, when it comes to the submission slots, you only have 10 and it takes about 5 to 7 working days for stuff to get accepted on Motion Array. So there's a lot of waiting around. So once you've got your 10 slots filled, which is like 10 tracks, you do have to wait for some to be accepted or rejected. They're also a little bit strict on how they want certain tracks to be labeled and the amount, like shorter versions of tracks, 60-second versions, 30-second versions. You know, there's a lot that goes into this. But if you're someone who already makes a lot of sort of content, whether it be music and beats, you have the rights for it and you want to license it out, this is a fantastic extra side income. And the way I look at this pays for basically all of my subscriptions and a lot of my sort of outgoings as a music producer every year. So it's really good to know that from a business point of view, I've got one source of income in Motion Array, which is sorting a lot of my outgoings in one go, and then everything else that I earn can then be profit for my music producer brand as a business. It even pays for my beat stores as well, which is fantastic. So to give my overall thoughts, Motion Array can be a very good side income as a music producer. But again, the one thing I would say is you would have to be consistent on here, have to accept that you could make work which you think is your best work ever, but be prepared for Motion Array to reject it, not because it's not good, but normally because the reason is it doesn't fit in with what they're looking for at the moment on their massive portfolio. Trust me, I've had it several times. I can count at least 5 tracks which I spent all day making just to upload onto Motion Array, and all 5 of them got rejected. Very demoralizing, which is why I go for the approach of trying to use tracks on Motion Array, which I've already used for other projects, which obviously I've got 100% rights to. That's very important, but then I can upload to Motion Array and squeeze a little bit of juice out of the lemon, so to speak. But yeah, guys, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you want to check out Motion Array, I will leave a link below so you can check out the website and see if it's something for you. But till then, guys, keep making music, and I'll see you in the next video.